Hi everyone. Today I am here again with a beautiful poem that is The Squirrel, written by Armstrong from NCERT Class 7 book. In this poem, the poet described beautifully a squirrel. You all must be thinking that how is it possible the poet is selecting just a squirrel to write a poem. There is a reason. Why? Because this nature created by the Creator, the Almighty, it is beautifully created and having so many creatures that are beautiful, and also in a way they teach us a lesson. From their lives also we can learn a lot. And that is why here in this poem, The Squirrel, you can see, after seeing this picture of a squirrel, you must have thought of this squirrel, and you have also seen a squirrel many times, not just once, because this squirrel we can see easily. Generally, we find them on trees, hopping here and there, running, enjoying. Here in this poem, there are just 6 lines. See, this poem is a short poem, but within this poem, the poet describes everything about a squirrel. So, let us begin. He wore a question mark for tail. The very first line describes about the tail of the squirrel. You can see here in the picture, and it is clearly mentioned that he wore a question mark for tail. See, if you will observe the tail of a squirrel carefully, then you will find that a question mark is created. Why so? Because it is curled, bent in a shape, and it looks like a question mark. Next line, an overcoat of grey. Now, here description is given that the squirrel is wearing overcoat. What kind of? You see the picture? The entire body, it is stripped and is of grey and white color. So here it is described about the tail, and then overcoat means something which we wear and covers our entire body. And this squirrel, you can see fur on the entire body. That is why the poet mentioned overcoat that is of grey color. In the third line, he sat up straight to eat a nut. Now this line also you can see in that picture, that when a squirrel is eating something, eating nut, then you will find the body is straight. Then comes the fourth line. He liked to tease and play. In the first 3 lines, it is described the physical appearance of a squirrel. But afterwards, here he liked to tease and play. Now, a characteristic of a squirrel. A squirrel, what he likes? He likes to play, enjoy, and tease. Tease means to make fun, to enjoy. Then, and if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. Now what happens if we try to catch a squirrel, or will go close to that squirrel around his tree, then he will take another direction. He'll go far away. So in this entire poem, just of 6 lines, the poet describes appearance of a squirrel and also his habits. Now, if we try to understand this poem in another way, this is just a literal form. But if we will go to subtle form, deep inside this poem, then we'll come to know that this poet describing about a squirrel. Why? We can have the similar characteristics in small children. If you will observe small kids, then you can find the characteristics in small kids. How? They are also very enthusiastic. You must have seen the squirrel. In this poem, it is described that the squirrel tease and play with the poet and friends. In the same way, you can compare small children. They are playful, they are innocent, they are naughty, and they spend their time playing with their friends. So in a way, here, through this squirrel, the poet is indicating that how the behavior of a squirrel that is very playful, joyful, that can be seen in small children. So this is all about this poem. Let us also know the rhyme scheme. If we talk about the rhyme scheme of this poem, it is A, B, C, B, D, B. I would like to explain this thing. How? If we see this first line, and if we mark, because rhyme scheme means that how that rhyme sound is there at the end lines of the poem. So and when we are giving this rhyme scheme, then we mark it with alphabets A, B, C, D, E, the similar ones. Now this first one is A. Now tail is not rhyming with grey, so we will put B. If we see the third line, nut. So nut is also not rhyming with tail or grey, so we will mark C. A, B, and C. Now here, play. Now play is rhyming with grey. Grey, play, way. So it will be B. This one also B. And then tree, another one, it is also not matching. So it will be A, B, C, and this one will be D. So now you can see how we get this rhyme scheme. A, B, then C, D, and D, B. So this is a way to find the rhyme scheme. Now, whenever you go through any poem, through this method, you can yourself find the rhyme scheme if you are not aware about the rhyme scheme. That in this way, by finding the rhyming sound, you can find yourself the rhyme scheme. Another important thing about this poem is personification. This is the poetic device used in this poem. Personification means when human qualities are given to living or non-living things. And here in this poem, we very well know that we have a squirrel, a small creature. And in this poem, you can see how it is denoted. He, and he. So here they have used personification. This is the poetic device used by the poet in this poem. So this is all about this poem. Hope you have understood the method that how to find even yourself the rhyme scheme of any poem. Thank you so much. This is all for today. Have a good day.